But then yesterday I went to Camp Fimfo. I went swimming with about 60 of my closest friends. Got a picture from yesterday, I think. Yeah, all the families, or a lot of the families in the church, when Central Christian Church took over Camp Fimfo. And I was looking, one of the I'm not just going to pretend like it's not lovely things of our kids now being a little older and not having to chase them around quite like we used to, is I can just kind of sit back a little bit, watch. And so that's what I was doing. Sitting back and watching all the families, watching all the fellowship. But one family in particular. Will and Laura and Joanna Conrad. And I suppose y'all got on my radar because I was thinking about a post that Laura put on Facebook about 3 weeks ago. And it's on Facebook, so I guess that means it's public, so I can read it. Maybe you thought it was just your friends, but we're all your friends. She wrote, 1 year ago today, I got a new kidney from a living donor. Gratitude, relief, and healing don't even begin to describe what it is to be a transplant recipient. What a weird feeling it was to wake up in the hospital, eventually realize where I was and why, and then ask the nurse if I had a new kidney and if it was working yet. It was. I have received a great gift. The road to the transplant is not easy and the recovery is not easy, but when I look back, I am still in awe and disbelief at how well I am feeling now. I have still been sick at times this year. I also know that a transplant is not a cure, but it puts kidney disease in a hopefully long remission. With good care, and if God wills it, I may keep getting better and this transplant can last decades. God brings great healing through prayers. I know that so very many people prayed for me. Also, I am so thankful for all the people who stepped up to help me and my family. You know who you are. Thank you. And also, in 3 weeks, I get to start a new job. I guess that's right about now, huh? Yeah. So here's why I think that relates to what we've been talking about. Jeremiah proclaimed its availability. All those R-E words. God, through his Son, made a way, a new way. All those I mentioned, they, to some extent, to some measure, they experienced it. And I think you could put Laura in that category. My goodness, I think you check off, well, certainly restoration, but renewal, I think you check off several of those. And do you see how she connected it to her faith, talking about the gift, talking about prayer? I love that because her journey and mentioning that means that God gets the glory. So I think there's one in our midst that has experienced a bit of this intense grace that we're talking about. But I wonder, have you experienced this intense grace?